All right, let's do it. Who said my name? Somebody, yo. Ooh, we ain't been out here in a long time. Been a minute. A long time.
We got to get a dub tonight.
Oh, it should be one.
That's why we brought Noah.
Should guaranteed.
Thank you, bud.
Yep, for sure. Appreciate it. Roll Tide, roll Tide. Y'all was up.
Appreciate it.
Yes, appreciate you.
I used to live in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I went to LIU.
LIU, that's right across the street from where I used to live at. Yeah, right across.
Yeah, Barclays Center, right down the street.
Right up the street.
That man was great for the Tide right there.
You heard it here first. All right. Good to see you as well, brother. Thank you.
When you got a guy with that kind of talent that has that internal motivation just to succeed and be better every single day, the sky's the limit for him.
As far as on the court, I think I've grown in quite literally every way you can. From the day that person was drafted, I feel like I'm a completely different player now, different caliber of player at that.
It's getting better every year. You know, if you get better, you'll reach your peak at some point, but we got a long way to go.
He's got huge goals, and I think he wants to reach those goals, and I don't think he's going to let anything get in his way.
Clowney puts the shoulder down.
He wants to win at all costs. He wants to compete, he's going to play the right way. So when a guy with that kind of talent works as hard as he worked, success is going to be the end result.
Spartanburg is really a thriving city in the upstate of South Carolina. Hour from Charlotte, a couple hours from Atlanta, Georgia, hour or so from the mountains, and about 3 hours from the beach. So we stuck in a great area where a lot of people really see the uniqueness in Spartanburg.
For the most part, it's pretty calm. I mean, you know, downtown, we probably got bowling alley, skating rink, so when you're younger, you go do that.
It's not really too much to do, but at the same time, like, it's a lot of things that you can find to do, like good, bad. But you know, we kind of like chill people, so we really don't do too much. Like, we'll do something amongst ourselves.
For a while, our downtown area, many places just sat empty, in disrepair, and the rebirth that's taken place in the past decade to 15 years with new businesses, new restaurants. We have the rail trail because we were originally a big railroad town, a big depot. And so those railroad tracks have now been repurposed as a place for the community to gather and ride bikes or push their strollers or go for runs. So this commitment to the whole person, physical, mental, spiritual, cognitive, it's a great place to live. And we're especially proud that Noah has his roots here.
Do G55.
You ain't throw the jack?
I threw the jack.
You right now free to start the head.
Okay,
And you said you got. You said you got. You ran on 4. You ran on 5.
We always had the trust and understanding of family, and what it means to be with family. You spend time together. You don't see no arguments or nothing when we together. Some families, you know, we don't do that. We enjoy each other's company, and we always got each other's back. I didn't expect to break out a card game in the middle of my kitchen, was
Family reunions, you know, everybody got to do something. I got to do my part. I've been doing it for years. Every time they call on me, I got to be here.
The entire family is fun, and they're supportive, and they're smart, and they're talented, and they're just open about everything. His mom, you know, she's a blast, but she goes hard for her kids.
She makes sure to keep everybody in focus and keep your life the best it can be and be the best person you can.
We didn't have no money, but I didn't know how much money we didn't have until like later on in life when I started realizing how much money people make, how much things like that when I got older.
Sometimes he would want things that were really expensive, and I would tell him literally like this, you know how many hours I gotta go to work to buy that thing for you?
She always did a good job with it, and I commend her for that. We always had food, we always, you know, it don't make you as a person. She was always about being a good person versus what you got.
To me, you're always good as your family. If you're a good person, you try to be a good person and continue to be a good person, and you're around good people, it's not hard to take the right path.
You got room, Mom? I can scoot up some. What did y'all do to my car? Why does it feel like this? I'm aware. I lived here too a little bit.
Noah was always taller than
Tall.
everybody else.
Tall.
I mean, because he was taller than me even when I first met him. And you could tell, even though he enjoyed being tall, he always made sure he was the height of whoever was around him. You know, I called him my gentle giant. So gentle giant just show up at your door because that was his first year. So there's my gentle giant.
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see y'all as well. How y'all been?
We are good. We didn't know if you were gonna be in here. I don't know where I am. Am I still attached? Right?
Yeah.
I was just a little delayed this morning.
No.
Hey, well,
You're
it's
all right.
understandable.
Came on through though. Ain't nobody saying nothing, you know?
But you don't know what we saying.
Yeah, I would hope y'all say that.
We're telling you. We know you, bro. We know you.
I'm gonna go work you. I'm gonna see y'all when y'all get out.
Okay. All right, bro.
Sure. Good to see y'all.
Good to see you too, man.
Y'all know. I mean, when I look at him, I just like, you know, that's my little boy. When Noah was like 5 or 6 years old, I would just go pick them up and we'd just get in my little truck and we'd just go ride off and just go to car lots. And you know how little kids just get out there and say, that's my truck, that's my truck. So, I mean, we used to do stuff like that and it was just fun.
He was goofy, he was quirky, he was as happy as he could be.
Yeah, always
But
super kid.
Always
Real
a
manner.
super kid.
Started cutting this out, he was probably 6, 7 years old. Tall, quiet, real laid back, very smart.
I ain't gonna lie, he was smart. Like, when I first met him, I used to think like making bad grades was okay. And he was like, when I first met him, I used to like bring my report card. I remember one time he looked at my report card, he was like, bro, you stupid. I was like, dang. And from that day on, I was like, hold up, bro, he not gonna keep calling me stupid. So I just kept like, that's when I decided I was gonna like make good grades on purpose, because I just like, it was like when he was real young, you know, like in elementary.
I think Noah just liked books a lot. Growing up, I would read to him all the time, and he would start to pick up on certain little parts of it, and I was like, well, we might as well just teach you to read. He was like 3. He just picked it up real quick. I don't believe in like giving kids crutches. So if you can read, I feel like you can read anything. You can read the laundry, it can say hot, cold, you know. You can read the little label, you know, the little cup size, how much laundry to put, detergent to put in there. He could do all that.
I mean, he's just the type of kid, he walk in the room, you just can't help but love him. That's just the type of person he is.
My biggest concern with him was always just to make sure he's challenged, because if his wheels are turning like this and we're not giving anything to steam his wheels, then those wheels are gonna stop turning and then we're in trouble. So his wheels were turning really, really fast, and he got moved to Miss C, and I think she kept him pretty occupied.
I did find a couple of things I wanted to share with you. I was looking for any work samples that I might have from when Noah was in my first grade class. You can see some of the notes here. One session I did was called The Power of Play. And when I asked the students, so what did we learn through this game? What are some things you had to do, strategies you had to use? And I love what Noah said, because he commented, well, sometimes we do solve problems by using our brains, but sometimes we have to solve problems by using our feelings and our hearts. And I thought, what a powerful statement from a 6-year-old. And so in professional development sessions that I've facilitated or in classes that I've taught afterwards, I'll often use the lesson that I learned from Noah when he was 6 years old. Noah was very soft-spoken, used very few words, but when he did, they held a lot of weight. Had a mature sense of humor. We did some projects where they did building of boats, and they used real hammers, real hot glue guns, and we had one child who had an excess of energy, I'll say that. And he finally earned the right to use these materials. And I can remember Noah looking at me as I handed the other child, okay, now here's the hammer. We've told you how you use this and how to be careful. And Noah just gave me this look like, And so I thought, he gets it. This kid is 6, but I feel like I have a co-teacher with me from time to time.
You know, I used to like school. I used to really like school up until pre-cal. Pre-cal broke me, but I was good at school.
He and I kind of had a private little book club because sometimes he was reading something that other first graders were not yet reading.
It just happened so easy. So it was never anything that challenged him. And I remember having a conversation with him and saying, okay, Noah, one day something's gonna run into you that, you know, you're gonna have to work hard at it. And he was like, you know, he didn't think much of it, I don't think, because nothing had ever been hard.
I just always remember the work was always easy, so allegedly I would ask for more.
He would have these big packages and they're supposed to work on a little each day. He comes home and does the package, takes it back to her the next day, every time. One time we were having a conference and she was like, well, whenever I send his package home, he get them done so fast and I'm gonna have to start giving him more work. And he's standing right there. He's like, good. You know, he's excited to get the more work, you know.
He would approach problems with kind of divergent thinking. I'll try this, but if it doesn't work, oh well, I'm gonna persevere and I'm gonna try something else. I don't know if some of that's innate, and I'm sure it came from a family who always encouraged and supported him and let him know you're capable, you're competent.
I just let his wheels turn as fast as they can. I think it was just the right thing to do, to give him whatever he needed.
You know, you hope for what their lives will become. You hope they find happiness and joy and fulfillment. I never doubted that he would, but it is especially exciting to be able to reconnect and see the success that he's created for himself.
His IQ for everything was top notch.
From band, he was in band. They participated in the school plays. He was in
Annie.
Yes,
I don't remember which character, because he was towering above everybody else in this play. And like I said, he was brilliant. He always had the highest scores, and he was intelligent like that, even in sports.
I played different sports. I played soccer, basketball, baseball, football, so I was always doing something.
He was always really, really good at baseball.
Yes, if you told me he would become a professional athlete,
I would have picked baseball.
I would have picked baseball.
Yes.
Hands down.
Oh man, he was great in baseball. He played third base, and just like almost everything that came his way, he was just snagging everything.
They thought baseball was my #1 sport before I started hooping.
So what happened?
I hit a foul ball up, it broke my nose, and I never picked up the bat again.
According to him, he's supposed to be in MLB too. So
If I would have put down the basketball and kept the bat, bro, come on, who big? And I'd be like Aaron Judge for real. I might not hit as many, but I'd be like Aaron Judge for real. Well, I mean, I've been a sore loser since I was a kid. Like, I didn't want to lose on the video game. I didn't want to lose in nothing. If we racing outside in elementary school, I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to lose at nothing.
it didn't matter what we did.
You gotta win in everything we do, everything.
Still to this day, even when we be playing the game.
Even though he's meek, don't let it fool anyone. Don't let his gentleness fool you. There's a drive and there's a desire for excellence that's always been there. While other kids were playing tag, Noah's over there getting squats in and doing pull-ups and push-ups and crunches.
We knew early on, this cat got something special.
Not just because he was tall, but he had the IQ in sports, in whatever he did, to be able to figure out what he needed to do to get to the next level.
I was actually coaching Noah from when he was like 4 years old to 12 years old. And there was time that Noah would just say like, Dad, I can't dribble my left hand. I said, yes, you can. So I would make him put his right hand behind the back and just dribble up and down the court, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Until he got it. Then finally he started crossing up. When he was 8 years old, just doing what he did. And then finally just decided to say, I just want to focus on basketball. I think he was like 11 or 12 years old when he said that. So and everything just kept on rolling from there.
I probably should call him.
Hello.
Howdy, we have arrived.
What's up, big boy?
This is our, the 3rd or 4th chapter or 5th chapter.
What's up, boy? You haven't seen this in a while, huh?
Oh, wow. Y'all revamped the court. I got a lot of buckets in here.
Hey, next year the projectors are going to do the starting lineups down on the floor. Y'all probably already have that, but is that not going to be awesome? It's going to have the pictures of the players and their names.
On the floor?
On the floor.
Nah, that's nice.
A little extra, You know what
I'm saying? You know, in middle school, I had a phase where I think I was a little more disrespectful. I didn't like authorities, so I can understand that part. But when I got to high school, I feel like I wasn't really tripping. It was just little stuff like Spartanburg High School was very strict on dress code. My mother was very stern about the fact that she bought these clothes and I'm gonna wear these clothes to school. So they write me up for that. I just wasn't with it. I was a rebel at the time.
He was really just kind of like getting in trouble at Spartan High. So I decided to move into the district to where he can go to Dormer High School, and then after that, everything was just straight, no problem.
Dorman is truly a traditional powerhouse here locally. And they had bigs, 6'10" guys, some other guys that could match him. That had to be a challenge for him, not only just the cross-time rivals that he's leaving, but also that he's going into a program that he is just not looked upon to be the #1 option here. So he had to, pay his dues.
Guidance calls me on my cell phone. Says, hey, there's a 6'8" kid with his mom enrolling. And I'm like, I've seen this song and dance too many times. That means that kid can't walk and chew gum. But, kind of looked into it, realized he played crosstown, and I'd never met Noah. And then the first time I saw him in the gym, I told our coaches that this kid's got a chance, like a real chance. So I said, we'll put him in basketball class and we'll look at him. And that's how the story started.
On the court, it was a struggle. It was a big adjustment. It's my first time doing real conditioning drills. It's my first time, seeing what a real basketball program looked like. It was a completely different ball game. It was tough on the court. Then off the court, I didn't have no friends. I didn't talk to nobody my 10th grade year.
Noah was a very introverted kid early on. Didn't say a lot, a thinker. And so kind of, penetrating him and getting to know him and him trusting you is a big thing. And it took some time with Noah. That sophomore year, we had some times where we were butting heads.
To be honest, I almost quit. One of my first practices, we were doing this conditioning drill. He kicked me out. I was ready to go home. So I was in the locker room taking my shoes off. Then he sent the assistant back there to come stop me from, leaving. But I was ready to be done.
He needed to develop those lines of trust and communication. And once you get that with Noah, you've got something special. He quickly realized that basketball had an opportunity to be really good to him. And I think he kind of came out of his shell, and it was a process. He didn't have a lot of confidence. Sometimes we walk with his head down, but it was Noah becoming more confident in his own skin at 6'7", 6'8", and only a $175.
Now I kind of walk with my shoulders bigger, but when I was in middle school and high school, I used to walk like crouched down, trying to make myself smaller because I didn't want to be seen by nobody. I just wanted to be out the way. And that's kind of where my confidence problem was. And on the court, it's like, well, if I just do what I know I can do instead of trying new stuff, I'm never gonna look bad. I'm never gonna look crazy in front of nobody. So like my confidence was just like, I didn't understand that putting myself in uncomfortable situations would make me better. And if I did earlier, I think my development would have hit a lot harder earlier, but it didn't. And I still figured it out.
I think it didn't take him long to realize, hey, they'll either go about this with me or without me. And I think because he's very smart and because he loved basketball and wanted to be good and he saw other players succeeding and getting to go play in college, that I think that came something that he had an appetite for. Actually, Noah, you got kicked out of this gym, right?
Well, there you go.
One of your practices, huh? The only time you ever got kicked out of practice was this gym, right?
Yeah, I remember. And then you sent coach to come get me, great? Yeah.
I said, hey, I just sent him home, but let me tell you, if he gets out of the locker room, you're fired.
Wait, wrong. We didn't have all this when I was in here.
Did we not?
Not all these signs and stuff on the wall I'm looking at.
He's added a little bit here.
And y'all got new plates. The 25s are new and the 10s. Yeah, this been revamped too. When I was here, it wasn't like this.
It's been revamped.
We was standing on tile. I used to sit right here on this corner. Or if it wasn't here, I think it was here. It's one of these. It's probably all three of them. They used to be a little bigger. There it is.
Yeah, he hadn't been here in a while, so
there
finally give him this senior.
I'm quite fit, man. Do it.
This is for you to have, boy.
There we go, man. There we go.
That's old memories there, huh?
Man, got you one as well. I told you I'd get you one. Once upon a time I wore 15, then, you know, I came to New York and they told me they was gonna retire Vince Carter jersey soon, so I just switched it before they told me I had to, you know what I'm saying?
Went through a sophomore year where we were very good and he didn't have to play a lot. I think that helped him, but he also was playing against good players every day.
Everybody on that team went to play in college, a lot of good colleges too.
He was playing behind PJ Hall, and I think that really him going in practice every day against PJ kind of showed him like, hey, PJ's a high recruit. He's a top 50 recruit in the country. I can be that too.
At that point, I realized that I wasn't the most physically imposing person, but I wasn't gonna let PJ keep bullying me. So that's what part I did get to in 10th grade, and it was like, all right, well, you know, I think that was good for my development.
Weights are a big part of our program, and so when he came here, I don't think he'd ever been in the weight room, really. But you gotta take him out of his comfort zone, and Noah needed that to be able to compete, be one of the top players in the state, and I think that was huge for him to start seeing the weight room and nutrition being important to him being the best athlete he could be. As a sophomore, our coaching staff had him back to the basket. And so as his junior year, when we saw Noah was much more comfortable facing up, we really started working on his ball handling, his three-point shooting, a mid-range game, had good hands, could run like a deer. He really took off when we started putting him in skill development work that allowed him to face up, see the floor. So pretty impressive development over those years for him. I take a lot of pride in what our program's done. We've had a lot of good players. So we try to play a national schedule.
10th grade year, we played against Cam Thomas. They gave us 30. I played Gigi Jackson plenty of times in high school.
When he starts playing against those players, then you play well, and all of a sudden, that confidence just grows. And that's what happened with Noah. He realized, hey, these guys are going to big-time schools. They're ranked in the top 25 or 50 in the country. Why am I not? Coming off of that junior year, I think he'd had an incredible year for us and was starting to get accolades, but maybe not quite a household name nationally. But I think as he went into travel ball, it kind of exploded.
That AAU season, going into my senior year, that's when I started to enjoy it. I was like, well, I'm low-key like kind of nice at this. Like I could hoop a little bit.
He was playing AAU basketball for this team down in Atlanta.
The AAU team there was an eye-opener, but he was holding his own. You know, the talent level in Atlanta, Georgia, and Spartanburg, South Carolina, you know, it is a little different.
Some of the games he played down there against some of the teams, they was kind of like ranked higher than him. And once they played against each other, he would kill them. And that's when I saw then that, okay, you're gonna go somewhere.
We went down to Georgia and he just had like a great weekend. I remember it was one cameraman down there, like at the first game. And then by the end, it was like, oh, it's a lot of people over here, and I think they're here to watch him.
People start saying, well, who's this 6'9" long guy? He's shooting the ball, he guards, he protects the rim, but he's only got mid-major offers. Like, who is he?
He was kind of an under-the-radar guy, but you start hearing rumblings coming out of that area like it's a good kid with some good size. You know, we might need to pay attention. I'll never forget, man, it was like the South Carolina high school event, and I watched him like the first 2 or 3 minutes, and I called Coach Oates. I called Nate Oates like, Coach, you got to get to Rock Hill right now. I just saw a kid that we got to go in on.
He said, man, I found a big love. He's got a motor, he gets up, block shots, plays super hard.
And Coach Oates flew in the very next day.
When I saw him, I think I liked him more than Petway liked him. I knew he was super underrated, in my opinion. I thought people were missing on him. So we didn't really look at the ratings. What I saw with my own eyes, I liked a lot, and I didn't really care what he was ranked.
There were some other guys we were recruiting that had higher rankings than him, but for what we were looking for, what we needed, he fit perfectly.
I ended up having a good AAU season and managing to smuggle an invite to the top 100 camp. I got ranked nationally for the first time, and then I ended up being a top 10 player at the top 100 camp.
We had a lot of big-time programs we had to beat out for him.
In the fall, school started coming in, and I think he was on everybody's radar at that point.
Everybody's pulling up to watch him in practice, and the coach, I don't think they've ever seen anybody pull up like that. So you would just hear team after team, even to the point where we met some coach, and he was from a smaller school, he was a D2. He said, I would come at them, but I don't think I stand a chance. I was like,
came down to Indiana, Virginia Tech, Florida, Clemson, and Alabama. Noah went through the whole process.
We told Noah to get a board and write his pros and cons, because sometimes when you can see everything straight on, you can make a better decision.
I knew if a team let me play how I wanted to play, being 6'9", if I can guard multiple positions and shoot the three, I got a chance.
He could see the vision we had for him. Like, listen, you come to Alabama, we're gonna play you at the 4, we're gonna play you away from the basket, you're gonna post up mismatches, but you're gonna be playing with facing the basket, and that's what you're gonna be doing at the next level, because we always saw that NBA potential in him.
He was convinced he could be an NBA player, and he knew the best spot to go to get himself to the NBA was coming to Alabama, and I think that's where we were able to get him to come here.
Where we headed to?
Man, this is my one Alabama guy right here that's ever bought me a jersey back once he made it big time.
Yo, you got baseball in here? You don't know how to play no baseball, G.
Are you a baseball guy?
That was nice.
What position?
Shortstop.
No way. Are you serious?
Shortstop, third base. And I pitched on the back end. I was thinking, bro, I don't think nobody else on the team would it, but I felt like we should have had a softball game amongst the Brooklyn Nets. A group softball game in the summer at some point. We just come together and have a softball game. Or a kickball game if softball feels too dangerous for people. Let's go.
You want to do it?
Yep.
All right.
Just gotta walk close because you got the headphones in.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time right here trying to get nice, but I was still garbage. That's also me right there.
You can zoom in.
Wait, what's the zoom button?
It's just this.
I see that young man right here. I think this was SEC tournament. Yeah, make it clear.
There you go.
That's a nasty smirk, but this was after, I think this is after we beat Missouri. And I had a good game. I had another good game against A&M. I was frying this whole tournament, to be honest. You good?
Got your work boots on? What do we got?
Hey, man.
Timberlands going?
Hey, you feel me?
You don't know nothing about that.
I've been in New York for a little minute now. You spent some time up there, you know that.
He loves being here. We love having him around. He's one of our favorite guys we've ever had come through here. He got here that summer. He was hungry, and he has a lot of questions of the entire staff. He wanted to figure out what we wanted out of him, what he needed to work on, and he was dead set on working on it. So he got right to it.
I get to college, and you back at square one. They don't care what you did in high school. Nobody care. You back at square one, so now you got to prove yourself.
We had Brandon Miller, who turned out to be a pretty good player. Rylan Griffin was top 50 player, could really shoot. Jaden Bradley, I believe someplace had him as the #1 point guard in the country. So Clowney was the lowest rated kid that we had coming in.
And they would pull me to the side like, you got a real opportunity to be a starter this year. You just got to take it. I didn't think it'd be easy, but I knew I had an opportunity.
When you get here, you come earn it. We're not gonna give you anything, but with your skill set, if you come in and bust your tail and be the hardest playing dude on the court, Coach Yost is gonna play you. And he came in, man, and started from day one.
He had no issue being a leader as the youngest kid on the team.
He earned a voice with his work. And so when we were in film, he would get to points where he would just verbalize something and everybody would listen because he earned respect that way.
He stepped on campus from day one. He had that leadership about him. People respect him and they listen to what he says because they know he's gonna be the first one down on a loose ball. He's gonna be the first one taking a charge.
My goal was to play harder than everybody. I knew I wasn't the most skilled, but I knew I could play harder than everybody and I knew I could guard.
From day one, he always knew his path to the floor early was gonna be defense, rebounding, blocking shots. Just always knew what was really important, always puts the team before himself. And those are the guys that have the most success early on. The guys that realize that, hey, it's not about me. It's about this team, it's about us winning. When we win, we all eat, and Noah had that mentality from the day he stepped foot in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, good cut. Oh, good bump. Good pass. They feeling good today. They are dunking, jumping, grabbing the rim and shit. And dog, how much you think I weigh? Right now?
217.
Wow, I look skinny.
That's
Let's go, put it on the scale.
Are you 225? Take the boots off and go on a scale.
With no shoes?
Everything we do at Alabama is built on data. It's part of Coach Oates' program. So we call it Bamalytics, and we have X's and O's on the court. They track everything, assists, turnovers, efficiency, everything. So we do the same thing in the weight room. So Clowney's a big part of that. We talked about lifestyle, we talked about training, we talked about the game. So everything we do is metrics. So when he came in here, he was probably 195, and he left probably about 210, 215. So that's the transformation. When you get a guy like Noah Clowney who comes in and he'll look you in the eye and say, I want to be a pro, treat me like that. So you have the freedom to treat him at a different level.
We give our guys lots of stats. Bamalytics is just a clever way to say our analytics program here at Bama. I think that really resonated with him. Just shot geography, shot efficiencies, forcing the wrong type of shots defensively. So I think he really bought into a lot of that stuff.
He sees it like far beyond his years. He wanted to know every single thing his opponent did, all the tendencies. He wanted to know the plays they run. He wanted to do everything just right from a defensive standpoint because he knew that gave us the best chance to win.
I can remember back in college, he called me, they're about to play Texas A&M. I think it was a top 10 matchup.
We lost to Texas A&M in A&M. Keep in mind, 60 of their 67 points were the starting 3 guards. The bigs weren't scoring, they just grabbing rebounds, throwing the ball back out. They just crashed hard. So when we got them in the championship of the SEC tournament, I'm excited. I'm like, yeah, we finna get this back.
And he literally went through the scouting report on the phone with me, and he had what the guards, how we've got to play them this way, then this is how we've got to play them in the post.
Yeah, we're gonna blitz them this game. So we're gonna make the bigs beat us. And so I'm so excited because I'm like, I know we're gonna win this game. Going in this game, I know we're gonna win because if we don't let them go for 70, I don't think the bigs have enough to beat us.
I got off the phone and was like, man, there's nobody else on his team that could give that kind of scouting report like Noah can.
He just kept getting better as the year, and then more scouts just kept coming around like, hey man, this Noah Clowney guy, he's young, but he's talented.
Come December, I wanna say I'm seeing myself on mock draft, 2nd round, keep going. All right, he done broke into the 1st round. I think the highest I seen myself was like 15 or something. Like, oh.
I remember pulling him in my office. I just said, look, Noah, I know there's a lot of talk about you leaving after this year. You're showing up on some 1st-round draft boards. If it happens, I'm gonna be the happiest guy here. Let's just focus on winning a lot of games, and I think everything else will take care of itself. And he kind of looked at me like, yeah, of course. Like, I'm locked into doing what we gotta do. Like, what other option would there be? By the time we got to the end of the season, there was no real conversation to have. We knew he was gonna be a 1st-round pick, and I was as happy as can be for him.
I wanna say the week of the draft, I came and worked out in Brooklyn. I had a great workout here. So yeah, I knew it was a real opportunity.
With the 21st pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Noah Clowney from the University of Alabama.
I always was overlooked, so it was like when I finally did get an opportunity, and I always worked hard. I was always gonna work hard, and it got me somewhere. So like we here now, like I'm still shaking, bro. Like this is surreal.
Overlooked 68, then my last name. The highest I was ranked on any platform was 68 coming out of high school. I took that personally.
How's it feel? You good, baby? You're gonna be in Brooklyn too. You're gonna be in Brooklyn too.
Like I used to think it was always corny when people be like, it feel like a dream. Until you're actually right there, and then like it's slick, you do feel like you're dreaming.
He's been dreaming his whole life for this, and wow, keep digging. Just keep going and keep digging. You got this.
Young fella, how we doing? Good. All right, here you go. You got the special pen?
Yeah.
You ready to go? And you got initials here.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congrats, brother.
Thanks.
Well done. I enjoyed watching Noah play. I love the intangibles. I love how hard he competes. I love the length that he has. You know, when you have a 7'3" wingspan, I can't teach that. You know, our coaches can teach a lot of things, but they can't teach that. I don't think any of these guys quite know how good they could be yet, right? And I don't expect them to until they get their first sniff of a real NBA game and the physicality and so forth. And the light bulb goes off and goes, all right, well, this is what it takes to be a real NBA player. I'm gonna have to develop. It's gonna take time, but I've got the right group around me to help me get there.
Noah Clowney, the 21st pick in this year's NBA draft for Brooklyn out of Alabama. He's struggled a little bit so far in Summer League, just 3 of 15 shooting, but he can impact the game in other ways.
I'm in Summer League and I'm getting, I look horrible. They're whooping me and, it's like starting over at square one, you get to the next level and you back at the bottom. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, he was bad. I wasn't all that worried about it. I don't think he was worried about it either, to be honest with you. He's got to think things through and figure it out.
I think a goal of not wanting to experience that again pushed Noah. The internet, Twitter, you're really taking a lot of backlash. Well, what did that do? That made Noah say, I'm going to prove you wrong.
His mental growth has been through the roof. I don't know if everybody don't really understand like all the stress and the pressure that you could put on a person at the age of 19? So it's like, you're gonna keep going, you'll be fine. This is what we do. You get this little hill and it looks like a mountain, but it's just a hill once you get to the top and you keep on going.
When I get to the NBA, I realized okay, well, when it's a whole lot harder now than it was any time before. I had to learn to give myself some grace and take my wins, but I'm also a perfectionist, as my mother puts it. Obviously, I spent most of the time in the G League, but at least I get to play, so I'm in the G League trying to rock out.
Here's Chandler down the right side. Clowney, the big jam.
The goal is to build good habits each and every day. We want to put the work in, so when these guys get in the game, these guys are confident and they're comfortable. Whether it's the G League, the NBA, it's very, very important that you stay locked in, you stay mentally tough. We want to continue to keep getting better every day. Perfection is progression.
Obviously, we all had a goal that we want to play, but I don't think anybody's so worried about themselves versus the team. You're going to have to be patient at this level.
You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. You can't compare your journey to anybody else's. Just, sticking to it, listening to vets, listening to your coaches, believing in yourself every single day.
Noah's a very focused individual. If he sets a goal, he doesn't get sidetracked very often. And I think that first year, the challenges of that made him realize, hey, I want to be a focal point on the NBA team. I want to be in Brooklyn.
There's a lot to be excited right now about when it comes to Clowney's development, the growth we have seen this season, and even the way his IQ has grown on the floor throughout the year.
I played a lot more in my second year than I did in my first year. It was like all the opportunities lined up, and then I was put in a position where I feel like the coaching staff, they genuinely believed that I could be a contributing piece on the team, and they were giving me an opportunity to be that.
He's letting it fly. Also defensively, he's finding the way to be physical without fouling. There's things that he can clean up, but this is it's a process.
Somebody was watching my game, they're like, even when you mess up, it just seemed like Jordy had unwavering confidence in you, and I was like, you know what, you actually right. And that's always a good feeling, know that your head coach believes in what you're doing and what you're trying to do.
Tyrese Martin, 3-on-1 for the Nets, behind the back to Clowney, and he throws it down.
Noah's been great. He has the ultimate confidence in himself. We all have the confidence in him to knock down shots.
Clowney connects! Soaking wet ink from Noah Clowney.
I really like Noah. He is a sponge, and whatever you throw at him, he's going to look at you, he's going to take it. It's going to take him some time to absorb it, but once it's there, and he got it, which is awesome to see as a coach.
There's a fun spirit with him, but there's a competitive fire there, which I think we're all trying to just unlock here, and we're seeing glimpses of it. So to me, that's going to be really great to see how that evolves over the course of his career.
Noah Clowney drew the charge, and the bench loves it.
I got to prove myself. I got to be consistent in proving myself, and that's the main goal, to help my team win on a consistent basis and just doing things the right way.
Clowney puts it up, banks it home.
No, ain't gonna be a secret that you can shoot much longer.
I'm recording right now.
You want to go this way?
We can do that. We can flip it.
Which way do you want it? Is this the right way? Oh, we already live. Shit. Just pulled up, man. Media day. We in here. Everybody in here, we working, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Awesome, Noah. That looks great.
I like being the vet now, the somewhat vet, you know what I'm saying? And I got a lot to learn still myself, but, you know, I'm getting old now. Like, you got, what, 4 19-year-olds? So it's like, I feel like I can help them adjust faster because, I mean, I was literally just there.
Noah is exactly what we want from the culture perspective. Going into his 3rd NBA season with all the experience he has, and as young as he is, and now he looks like a grown man, is a person that we trust. We trust in his work ethic, his commitment. He's developed not just his body, but also his personality, his growth as a person.
I think I'm comfortable with the people I've been around. I think when you build a bond with people, even off the court, like I feel like my teammates, they're my brothers now. Like our goals are aligned. We all want the same thing. We want to win.
He's grown so much, man. Just talking with so much more confidence and just, I can just tell like his whole swagger is a little different, man. Like he's grown up on me, man. And so it makes me proud to see where he is from where he came from.
Every summer he gets better, he gets stronger, faster, more confident in himself and his game. You know, the injuries kind of set him back, but every single time he's been set back, he takes 10 steps forward.
I do think this 3rd year is time for him. And, you know, I think Noah's ready to actually be that leader now. He has a quiet confidence about being great, and he's ultra competitive. But you also know he's a great kid and makes good decisions. I think over these next couple of years, I'll be shocked if Noah doesn't make his impact for Brooklyn and the NBA.
He's willing to give everything out there when he's on the court for his team. And I think those young guys gonna feed into that as well. It's a culture thing, you know, you see him diving on the 4 foot of loose ball. I know I gotta do the same. People respect his effort he brings every single night, his fight, his will to win. And now you got a whole group of players with the same thing on their mind, win at all costs.
I think Noah is a kid that he takes it in, he cares, and then he comes back and he tries to be better. And that's why I think he's special, and I think that's why he'll play in this league for a long, long, long time, and he'll be an impactful player.
I'll take that one. I'll take that. That's good. That's good. Trick or treat. Come on back with it. Oh, the hot girls there. Right here. Hot girls right here. She right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Where'd my card go? It's on your head, son. It's on your head.
Yeah, I can't get in here.
I think it's more the hair. That thing used to be big on you. Remember that?
Nah, it was pretty tight back then too. I was wondering where y'all was.
He's actually doing the walkthrough.
Oh,
Charlie!
Oh, he's vlogging! This is the real behind the scenes.
Yeah, this is it right here.
Favorite Noah Clowney moment?
We were just talking about it, man. It was the Houston game.
Do you remember who made the first shot of the game?
Was it Noah Clowney?
Corner 3?
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember who made the second shot of the game?
I think it might have been Noah Clowney again.
Man, what you want me to do? Act like it's not 21-0 already? Like, 6 level. That's all I got for you.